You're listening to The Bird Bath, presented by The Fountain Report. I'm your host, Ryan Leach. Welcome back to The Bird Bath. Each week, we scrape the surface of the news you need to know, so let's get into it. This week, we're kicking off with a really cool announcement that came out of Las Vegas at WVC. The Bridge Club announced their Bright Mind Awards. Now, this is an award that was voted on by people all across the industry in 3 different categories. They had a practice game changer, a wellness champion, and an industry influencer. So over the course of a couple months, the Bridge Club had these nominees out and available for people to vote on, and I participated in the voting to make sure that our voice could be heard. And before Flo Rida and Flava Flav hit the stage, Catherine Hastings from the Bridge Club took the stage and announced their 3 winners. So the practice game changer, who's an individual or team focused on making practices better by addressing the challenges faced daily by developing new workflows, strategy, and approaches to ultimately advance veterinary medicine. The winner of that category was John Bork. John is currently the Senior Vice President of Vet Health Services at PetSmart, and previously was the founder and CEO and board member at Wellhaven. So congratulations to John. Next, the wellness champion, who is responsible for mental health and overall wellness and critical components in the veterinary health practices. The award says that this person or team puts people first in specialty or general practice with wellness initiatives and care programs for medical teams. Now, this one I thought was a very clear winner, which was Dr. Addie Reinhardt, who's the founder and CEO of MentorVet. And finally, the industry influencer, who, let's be honest, next year, let's make it the Bird Bath. But this year, congratulations to the winner, who was noted as being an individual who uses their medium of choice, social, article, public speaking, or media appearances to shine light on the profession and medical advancements within vet med. The winner, who's someone that I'm a big fan of, was Tanisha Crocker. Dr. Crocker is an ER veterinarian, practice owner, and podcaster. So congratulations to everyone, John, Addie, and Tanisha, for winning, and looking forward to seeing who else wins in the coming years. Inspire Vet Partners has put out a press release about opening a new practice in Texas, which is my home state. The CEO and chairman of Inspire Vet Partners, Kimball Carr, said this is the first time Inspire has built a new hospital from the ground up. The opportunity to create a state-of-the-art facility allowed us to proceed with a relentless focus on making the veterinary experience even better for the animals we care for, their owners, and our teams. Later on in his comments, Carr said, "We're excited to announce the opening of Family Pet Care, a facility incorporating purposeful design that we intend to utilize in other facilities as we continue our expansion." Now, the opening of a single vet practice by a corporate publicly traded group probably isn't very newsworthy, but what is newsworthy here is if we start threading together the omissions from the statement here. Within the press release of this new de novo build out by Inspire was that they didn't mention fear-free in the release. The reason why I found this pretty interesting was just last week, Fear-Free and Blue Heron Consulting announced a strategic alliance. So the thread to pull on here, though, is that Blue Heron CEO Stith Kaiser is also the co-founder and COO of Inspire Vet Partners. It's pretty interesting for me when I think about this that, Blue Heron, which is kind of the leadership and driving force behind Inspire, is building out a de novo, fresh-built practice that you would think would be the optimal time to introduce fear-free certification, but that they didn't announce this within this space here. So would love to hear from the team there. But in the announcement from Blue Heron, they said that fear-free certification adds to the practice and is an undeniable addition. So being able to practice medicine in a way that protects the emotional well-being of pets isn't just good for pets and their parents, it's good for a hospital's business and their team. So was this maybe just an omission in the statement? Was it a missed opportunity for what they plan to do? Or should we expect to hear more as they expand their de novo footprint? If anyone from Inspire, Blue Heron, or Fear Free has any comment, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to update the story. Another company that's seen their investors dive deeper into the business is JustFoodForDogs. So JustFoodForDogs has appointed Eric Kuffel as the chairman and CEO. Now you're saying again, Ryan, who cares? Well, El Cateron cares. The PE firm has brought in Kuffel before, and he has served as the CEO of other El Cateron investment portfolio companies, including Vans Natural Foods, which I love their waffles, Core Power Yoga, and Inventure Foods. You're probably wondering where you remember the El Cateron name from, but recently we hit on them with their investment in Sploot. They also own Alliance Animal Health and previously owned Pet Vet Care Centers. So when we're looking at what the industry is doing, it's always interesting to me and important for us as a team or as a veterinary community to understand that when investments come in, a lot of times we will see down the line people from previous investment cycles or previous non-category investments begin to participate within the veterinary space. So congratulations to Eric and JustFoodForDogs on the appointments and the promotions, and looking forward to seeing what you guys do next. For any companies looking to get their name out there more, the KC Animal Health Corridor is accepting applications from emerging animal health companies interested in presenting their products and business plans at the 2024 Animal Health Summit. The annual event takes place in a few months, August 26th and 27th in Kansas City, and applications for companies that want to be considered are due by April 1st. If you haven't heard about the KC Animal Health Corridor, it's a stretch between Columbia, Missouri, and Manhattan, Kansas. So anywhere between Columbia and Manhattan sits the single largest concentration of animal health interests in the world. There's more than 300 companies supporting the animal health industry, and they call the KC Animal Health Corridor home. It's a really unique space within the country. There's a lot of interesting players in the area. I recently was able to attend an event by Plug and Play, who has a major presence of supporting some of these emerging companies grow within Kansas City. So if you're a new company and you want to get that spotlight on you, we're going to make sure we put the link in the show notes so that you can submit your name to be able to be considered as an emerging animal health company. Finally, I wanted to take a second and shout out somebody who absolutely made my week last week. Adam Welsh with Covetrus was so wonderful and so nice to take the time to come and find me at WVC in Las Vegas and even throw a few bird bath lines at me. So I just wanted to tell everyone that I always appreciate when people come up and say hello. And Adam, thank you. Thank you to the whole team at Covetrus for listening. And feel free to share the show. You know, if you're enjoying what you're hearing, send the show to others and let us know how we're doing. We're always open to hearing how we can bring you the best podcast possible. As always, for more on these and other stories, join us by subscribing to the Fountain Report. There's a link in the bio, and don't miss out on any episodes by subscribing and rating the show. For the Bird Bath, I'm Ryan Leach. See you next week.